Okay, question number 11. Lowe's Farm Supply paid $70 for a large bag of fertilizer. Expenses are 22% of selling price, and the required profit is 19% of selling price. What is the regular selling price? Okay, the regular selling price is equal to cost plus expense plus profit. And the cost in this case is $70. So there we are, $70. The expense is 22% of the selling price. Okay, so there we are there. Expense is equal to 0.22s. And the profit is 19% of the selling price. So that is 0.19 of s. Okay, so the regular selling price would be the cost, which is $70, plus the expense, which is 0.22s, plus the profit, which is 0.19s. Okay, so let's put the terms on the right that contain s together. So we can factor out the coefficient 0.22 plus 0.19, and that is multiplied by s, and that would give us s is equal to 70 plus 0.41 s. Let's just check that with the calculator. So we have 0.22, and to that we add 0.19, and that gives us 0.41. So that is correct. All right, so let's continue. We will move this 0.41s to the left side over here. So let's do that now. We have s minus 0.41s is equal to 70. All right, we can also do the factoring. S is really 1s. So 1 minus 0.41 times s is equal to 70. And 1 minus 0.41 would give us 0.59s is equal to 70. And with that, we would have s is equal to 70 divided by 0.59, which would give us what? Let's see. So 70 divided by 0.59 is equal to 118.64, correct, to 2 decimal places. All right, now you might be wondering, 1 minus 0.41, that's how I got the 0.59. So 1 minus 0.41 is indeed equal to 0.59. So that is the selling price. The regular selling price is $118.64. Now the next part is, what is the break-even price? Now we know that the break-even price, so S at break-even is equal to the cost plus the expenses, correct? And we know that the cost is 70 and the expenses, what are the expenses? It is 0.22 times the value for S, which in this case is 118.64, correct? Remember, that is the expenses, 0.22S, and we found the value for S. It's right here. We can highlight it so we know that is one of the answers. And then we can use our calculator to get 0.22 times 118.64. Okay, we have a little bit of a problem here. 118.64. Let's see if that works. Hopefully it does. So 26.10. So that should go to 26.10, 26.10. Now let's check that again. Because of that interruption there, we might have introduced an error. So let us check it, and it is indeed 26.10. Okay, so we have the information to calculate the break-even selling price. So let's go and do that. That would be equal to 70 plus 26.10, and that should come out to be 96.10. And I think that is correct. We will check that. So we have the 26.10. Let us go and add 70 to that. And indeed, we get 96.10, corrected 2 decimal places. So this answer is 96.10, corrected 2 decimal places. Now, during an inventory sale, the fertilizer is marked down 22% on the regular selling price. All right, so what is the sale price? All right, so we want the sale price, so it's marked down 22%. So this is what we can do if we wish to find the sale price. So S, that's on sale, would be equal to the regular price, which is 118.64 minus 0.22. 22% is the markdown, 118.64. All right, and that would give us 118.64 minus, so let's see the 22%. We could go and put in 118.64 and then multiply by 0.22, and that gives us 26.10. I think that sounds familiar, doesn't it? Yes, that was indeed the expenses. Sorry, this should be yes, this is the okay, and that is the reduction of 22%. Correct. Let's have a look here. Yes, it's marked down 22%, and that happens to coincide with the expenses. That is why that number was quite familiar, which was there was a 26.10. Okay, 26.10, and if we do that bit of subtraction there, now we could make this negative and then add it to 118.64. If you wish, you could do that and add to 118.64. And that would give us 92.54, rounded to 2 decimal places, 92.54. Now, just let me complete this, and then I will go back and do it in the more conventional way. So 92.54, that should be correct. Let us just highlight that and put it there. So now let me go back and do this subtraction here. 118.64 minus 26.10. That's equal to 92.54, which is the number we got right there. Okay, so that looks like it is correct. So let's put this in here, 92.54. Now, what is the operating profit or loss during the inventory sale? Use a negative sign for a loss. Okay, so we have to be careful with the sign. So let's go down here, and maybe we can do this one right here. What do we want to do? Now, the operating profit or loss during the inventory sale. So we have to go back to the normal equation that we use, which is right above here. All right. But in this case, now this S here is what? Well, that is the price that was on sale, so 92.54, correct? Now the cost is still the same. The cost is still $70, correct? So we put it equal to 70 plus the expenses. We did a calculation for that, and that is 26.10. Okay, so that is the number. The expense doesn't change. All right, let's go back in here. 26.10. That is the expense plus the profit. Okay, and with that, we can go and find the profit. It would be 92.54 minus 70 minus 26.10. Okay, let's get the calculator in place. So 92.54 is there already. So we subtract 70, and then we subtract 26.10, and we get negative 3.56 as the answer. So that means the negative sign indicates that there it is a loss of $3.56. Now with that we are finished. We will submit, and the answers are correct.